Josh. So I thought we'd try this interesting way of working on it, and I'll send you this little movie. Um, I'm assuming that it's like it says x cubed equals 729, like that. So if you have like you want to solve for x, but it's instead right now it's x with this 3 above it, which means that something cubed equals 729. When something cubed, it means something times itself 3 times equals that. So if you think about it in the squared sense, like x squared equals 4, right? So what times itself equals 4? Well, 2 times 2 equals 4, and also minus 2 times minus 2 equals 4. So to solve x squared equals 4, what you would do is what's called the square root. And you've probably seen this before with a square root above both, right? And so in that sense, the square root of x squared is x, and it could be 2 or minus 2. And basically, if they're even, like squared here, or 4 or 6, it can be plus or minus. So in this sense, could be both 2, because 2 times 2 equals 4, or it could be minus 2, because a minus times a minus is a positive. But with the positive, or with the odds, you're looking for what times itself 3 times will give you 729. And it's a cubed root, and is what you do to both sides. So instead of just being a square root, it's a cubed root. Now the square root we just don't write, but it could have a 2 on it like that, but we don't write that 2. But for all the others, we do write it. So 3, 4th root, 5th root, we would write it up here. So you see this little 3 up here. And the cube root of x cubed gives you x, okay? That's why we did it, because it leaves it by itself. So what is a cube root of 729? Well, if you go to your calculator, you should have a cubed root on it somewhere. If not, we have to try to figure it out, okay? So if I look it up, okay, I see the answer. It makes sense. It's a whole number. So if we think of something like 8 times 8 times 8, I can see that that gives you 512. So that didn't work. It's got to be bigger. 10 times 10 times 10, that's 1,000. So that didn't work. I'm doing it on my calculator. Let's try 9 times 9 times 9. That does work. That gives you 729. So the cube root of 729 is just 9. Okay? And let's try another one. Let's try, what is the 4th root of 16? Okay? Well, that would mean what times itself 4 times would give you 16. So you would do this. You would do the 4th root of both sides, and 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 16, because 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So 8 could be 2, but because it's even, we know it also could be negative 2. So the odd ones, you only have one answer that works, but the even ones, you have 2. Try your other ones and see if that makes sense to you now. And maybe I could be able to help you use your calculator if you're allowed to use one for that too.